It is absolutely insane that there are people on the internet right now trying to describe what realtors do as a day-to-day and how we are fixing the economy. I mean, it just came out on the New York Times that the real estate agents are controlling the real estate market. My name is Joey Brigandi. I'm a real estate broker out here in San Diego for Velocity Realty and a company as well in Arizona called a Desert Momentum, a real estate collection. And I'm trying to put a little bit of an end to this. We have all seen news nationwide dating back to August for our compensation lawsuit that came up with NAR to every little negotiation that we see now. From the trenches, we have to tell you what's actually going on from a realtor or a broker's point of view. Now, funny enough, people are still buying and selling houses because there are needs in their life to do so. I have yet to run across a realtor that would hold up a transaction or get in the way of somebody's dreams. Now, funny enough, at Velocity Realty and Desert Momentum, since this news broke back in August, we have sold over 100 homes. And I can tell you for sure fact that on 70% of the transactions, the first thing that a seller negotiated with the buyer's agent was their compensation. This was something that is very important to sellers because they care about their bottom line, but also on every single one of those, the agent did not get in the way of the transaction. We have to realize that an agent's compensation is not 100% profit. It actually pays for the ability to do the job to fulfill their client's needs. Now, if we call those 70 transactions that sellers are first off negotiating with the buyer's agent's compensation, and everything is getting done to a T as follows, that immediately skews the argument that realtors are price fixing their compensation or trying to force their way to make more money, regardless of who is at fault. It's one of those things that we are trying to add a higher level of standard back to the term compensation. So I want to tell you what it's actually like as a real estate agent in this economy, where we have inventory rising like crazy in San Diego. We have buyers that are on the sideline waiting. We have interest rates that are bouncing between 6 and 7 and having crazy increases or crazy falls every day. The day-to-day life for us still remains unchanged. Yes, our day-to-day life remains unchanged. Our job is not to get caught up in that. Our job is to get caught up in what our clients want and need. So just like this, coming in here and shooting videos or heading out today on a closing day to give keys, it is all about the wants and needs of our clients. Now, that being said, when we look at compensation, when we look at inventory, when we look at interest rates, that is starting to pull real estate from what it actually is. Real estate is the roof over your head. Real estate is where you pay your bills and where you can increase equity by paying down that principal or market appreciation. Real estate is the memories that you're making in that property for every single holiday. I think we begin to take real estate away from what it truly is and make it into this news propaganda that is scaring so many millennials like myself from buying. Look, at 24, I purchased my first property. I purchased another property at 28. Those are the biggest assets that I currently hold and the most important assets as well. I didn't let the news get to me. I am in the trenches every day, so I get to see it in real time. As the news is focusing on the negative, so many home buyers and potential home sellers are not seeing it for what it truly is. They're getting caught up in the jargon. They're getting caught up in the noise. And you have to realize that real estate is a necessity. As you see right here with Monopoly, you don't just go around the board constantly and paying every time you pass go. That is not how you fulfill your American dream. You have to own property. You have to upgrade the property. You have to sell the property. You have to mortgage the property. There are so many different ways to leverage wealth, to leverage your emotions, to leverage your expectations going into real estate to see that it's a good thing for you. Now, my favorite thing to point out amongst all the noise is we are seeing agents quit left and right. That is incredible. We want all the agents that are the part-timers to lead the industry or leave the industry so that you guys are stuck with our full-timers like us who take this seriously. So if you are on that fence of buying a home, here's what you need to know. Number one, make sure you use a realtor that have bought and sold a home before personally, not just with a client. The second thing is make sure that they currently have a mortgage and they aren't someone who bought a home and they were gifted a ton of cash from family. Make sure they know what it's like. They've been through the steps so they can better help you understand. And third, and most importantly, is figure out why you want to do it. Do not let an outside narrative control you. Like, you do not want anyone to predict or put on your shoulders on why you need to do such a thing. Realize that real estate, yes, that is an investment. And yes, there is a long game in it. So do not fall for the news telling you that it's a short-term game or you're paying a realtor's compensation and they benefit from you in the short run. Realize that we want you to fulfill your family's dreams, whether that's a 2-year home, a rental property, or a 30-year home. If you need help figuring out your real estate journey and you do not know where to begin, send me a message or comment below and I'd love to talk to you to help you out. Again, my name's Joey Brigandy, and here's what I think about what's going on right now.